right, well, good morning, everybody. Again, thank you for being here. My name is Jim Cummings, and I will be going through our second class of New Forest Tai Chi. The structure of our class, as those of you who were here last week might remember, we do a little bit of warm-up. We do some stretching. The warm-up is called Zhuai Shou, which means to swing your hands. The stretching we do is called Shiba Shi. And that means 18 movements, although we don't do all 18 movements. Then we practice New Forest Tai Chi, and then we end with a Qigong system called Jan Zhong, which means to stand still like a tree. And so Tai Chi, for those of you who don't know the background, Tai Chi is about 800 years old, and it began as a martial art. It began in a village in China called the Chen village. And Master Chen, the original Master Chen, was a skilled warrior and fighter, and he developed a fighting system based on the movements of the crane and the snake, because he saw these two animals fighting each other. And he was fascinated at how the crane moved and how the snake moved to defend and attack themselves, each other. And he created this form of Tai Chi called Chen Tai Chi. And from Chen Tai Chi, other forms developed. There was Yang style, Wu style, Sun style. All of them are based on the original Chen style. That's the martial arts background. Now, 3,000 years ago, the health system in China, now think back 3,000 years ago, their health system was based on this process called Qigong, which is energy development. And the theory is that the human body is infused with energy, and we get that energy from two sources. We get that energy in what's called pre-birth chi, or the energy we're given by our genetics. What do we get passed to us through our parents and our ancestors? And then we get energy during the course of our life, but the food we eat, the air we breathe, and the movements we do. And the theory is, as long as you can keep the energy in your body fully charged, like a battery in your flashlight, then the light will always work and you will always have energy, regardless of your age. Now, I've worked with Tai Chi masters who are well into their 90s and one even still teaching at 117. I myself will be 80 this May, and I've been practicing Tai Chi for the last roughly 30 years, although I have 70 years in martial arts. So let's begin our class. Now, when we begin by standing up straight. There's something called the Tai Chi axis. And that axis is like a pole that runs through your body. And imagine it comes in through the top of your head, and it comes out through what's called the perineum, between your legs. So like a carousel horse, this pole goes through you. It's imaginary, but we align ourselves with the pole so that we stand up straight. Now, the best way to get the feeling of the Tai Chi axis is to put a book on your head and stand up straight and let the book balance on your head, and then see if you can walk around the room with the book balanced on your head. And believe it or not, it's the best thing you can do for your posture. When we lose that uprightness in our posture, we start to cave in at the middle and our head starts to drop. Then the body's under more stress and the lungs can't function properly. So first thing we do is we stand up straight. Your knees are critical. Never lock your knees. Your knees are not a weight-bearing joint, they're a weight transfer joint. In other words, they're designed to transfer your body weight to the ground. So you want to unlock your knees and let your body slump down. Then lift your head as if somebody has a string right at the top and lift it up straight off your shoulders. So you're kind of stretching your neck, almost like you're wearing a cervical collar. And this upright posture is called Wu Qi, which means no energy. Relax. Soften up everything, put no tension. The only tension you should feel is in your legs as the weight transfers to the ground. The first warm-up exercise, Zhuai Shou, is called swinging the hands. Zhuai means to swing, Shou means hands. And the first movement is called drumming Qi, or stimulating your energy. So widen your stance a bit. And then move your weight to your right leg. I'm doing mirror image. So weight transfers to your right leg. Bend the knee and sit down a bit. Then at the waist, turn to the right. And if you put your hand right here, where your leg and torso meet, there's a crease. This crease is called the qua. Qua means bridge. So when you put your weight on the right leg and turn right, you'll feel that crease getting deeper. Okay. So when we squeeze the qua, we squeeze the lymph nodes that are in the groin. And then when we release that, those lymph nodes open and they release lymphatic fluid, which boosts your immune system and helps you fight off illness. So weight goes to the right leg, turn right, feel that crease deepen, take your left arm and touch the rib cage on the right side. Take your right arm and touch your back at the kidneys, okay? Then shift your weight to the left leg, turn left, and reverse your arms. Then go to the right, turn right, and reverse your arms. And then let that movement accelerate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So notice that my hands are slapping the body. That's what stimulates the energy. That's called drumming Qi, or stimulating the energy. Movement 2 is called viewing the heels. Now this is a little different. Move your way to the right leg, but turn left and look down at your left heel. Your right arm is in front, your left arm is in the back. Push your weight to the left leg, swing to the right, and look down at your heel. And then let that flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That movement also stimulating the energy because you're tapping your body, but because we're twisting down, it's stretching the big trapezius muscle on our back. You want your back muscle to be strong because it supports the spine. And as we get older, we tend to bend over because the spine and the muscles get weaker. We need to stand up straight. When you stand up straight, your lungs can work more efficiently. When we're crunched over, your lungs compress too much and they can't inflate properly. Your lungs are like sponges, and you have over 500 million alveoli, or holes, or chambers in your lungs, and each one of those chambers needs to fill with oxygen. And we need to make sure that we oxygenate the lower lobes of the lungs. And if we're not breathing properly, we're not oxygenating properly, we're losing energy. The third swing is called the Shanghai arm swing. In this one, I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to squat down, but don't push your knees forward. Think of your backside and push it backwards. And when you push it backwards, your body tilts. When it tilts, it squeezes the lower portion of the body and it pushes the organs down here, your intestines, the digestive tract, the stomach, the liver, the spleen, the pancreas, all push up against the diaphragm. And when the diaphragm pushes up, it helps expel carbon dioxide. And then we're going to stand up and stretch backwards, which pulls the diaphragm down, and it allows the lungs to take in more oxygen. So we're going to breathe out when we squat, breathe in when we stand up, and then out. And then in and out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Those are the basic 3, is why I show exercises. There are dozens more, but we only concentrate on those 3 for a beginner class. So now we're going to do some stretching, and this is called Shibashi. It has 18 movements. We're only going to do about 9 of them, because otherwise we'd be taking up the class too much time. The first movement is very similar to Shanghai arm swing, except we do it slower and the arms don't go as high. So let me demonstrate it first sideways. It looks like this. Squat down, stand up slowly, let your arms float to shoulder height, bring the hands inward and sink down again. Okay? So let's try that together. Stand up straight, take your back side, push it backwards, exhale, slowly inhale, rising up, hands back, exhale, sink down. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more times. Now, when we finish that last movement, stay in the squat. Turn your hands so the palms face each other. Slowly stand up, breathing in, open your arms like wings, arch your back and look up. Let your arms fall backwards, don't hold them up, let them fall. That helps to stretch the chest muscles. Then close your wings, breathe out and sink down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 1 more time. Inhale up, exhale down. Now stay down in the squat. That's called opening your wings. Movement 3 is called parting the clouds. We're going to come up, put your hands over your head, turn the palms to the ceiling, and try to touch the ceiling with the palms of your hands. Then let them float down to the side. As you breathe out, squat down again. Breathe in, going up, and then out. Breathe in, going up, and then out. 1 more time. Breathe in, going up, and out, coming down. And again, stay down in the squat. Movement 4 is called brushing heaven and earth. We're going to stand up, raise your arms to the sides, stretch them over your head, and pretend your fingertips are brushes, and they're brushing the ceiling. Okay? And then as you brush forward, squat down, and let your fingertips pretend to brush the floor. Now, you're not going to reach the floor, but we just pretend. And then the arms come up again, breathing in, breathe out, and brush the floor. Breathe in, standing up. Breathe out, brush the floor. And do that 1 more time. And then come back up into Wu Chi posture. The next movement is called rainbow dancing. Widen your stance again. Bring your right hand over the top of your head with the palm facing the top. The very top of your head, not out in front of it, but right over the top. Take your left arm and raise it and turn and look at the palm. Now push your hips to the right, bend to the left, and keep looking at your palm. Then stand up, reverse your hands, push your hips to the left, bend to the right. Breathe in as you stand up. Breathe out as you stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. and out. Breathe in and out. And let's do one more on each side. And come back, lower your arms. Movement 6 is swirling the arms. Now, swirling the arms, what we're going to do is we're going to put the weight on the right leg, turn right, and raise your right hand behind you and look at the palm. Take your left hand and stretch it straight out in front of you. So this is the stretching part. Then center your weight on both feet and let the right hand, the top hand, push out. Drop your left hand and bring it back and turn and look at it. Then push it forward and turn and look at the other hand. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. And your arms are making big circles. So you want to work that rotator cuff. Do one more on each side. And then come back to Wu Chi posture. Movement 7 is called lifting the ball. I'm going to put the weight on the right leg, turn right and sink into the quad. The left hand is going to reach up towards the ceiling diagonally, and then I'm going to lift the heel of the left foot as I stretch way up and try to touch the ceiling. Then lower the hand, come back to Wu Chi, then do the same with the other hand. Reach up and come down. Now breathe in, going up. And then out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. In, out, in, and out, in, and out. We'll do one more on each side. Good. How'd that feel? Movement 8 is called tossing the ball behind you. Now again, we're going to shift the weight to the right leg, and I'm going to pretend I'm holding an imaginary ball. And as I shift to the right, I'm going to turn to the right and throw the ball up and away from me to the rear. And I'm going to turn and watch the ball fly away. Then come back down, grab another ball, and go the other way. Now breathe in, coming down. Exhale when you throw the ball. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. One more on each side. And then come back. The last movement we'll do is called wave hands like clouds. It's movement number 9. Going to widen your stance a bit and sit down a little more deeply. Now, I want you to pretend that your hands are the mouth of a dragon. So let's put the right hand is the top of the jaw, the left hand is the bottom of the jaw. And between your hands, you're holding a big pearl, okay? The movement is called wave hands like clouds, but it has a more classic name, more difficult. In Chinese, it's actually, the movement is called the dragon turns its head while holding a pearl in its mouth. So you're holding the pearl. We're going to shift the weight to the right leg. The right hand is on top, and the dragon is going to turn its head, not the arms, but your whole body turns. Then reverse the jaws. Now your left hand is on top and your right hand is down. Push your weight to the left leg and begin turning left. Then reverse the jaws, right hand up, left hand out, and come back. Now breathe in going one way, breathe out going the other. Make sure your weight is shifting from one foot to the other and your waist is turning. Whatever hand is on top tells you the direction to turn. So when the right hand is up, turn right. When the left hand comes up, turn left. Breathe in one way, breathe out the other. Try not to make your arms stiff. Make everything as soft as you can. And then come back to the center and we finish. How do you feel? Are there any questions? Now, those movements in Shibashi activate all of the energy channels in your body. In traditional Chinese medicine, remember I said there's an energy system that provides you with energy. In traditional Chinese medicine, they follow a pathway, the channels of energy. They're called meridians. And you have 6 meridians in each arm, 6 meridians in each leg, and each of those meridians connect to an organ. So you have a heart meridian, you have a lung meridian, you have a small intestine meridian, you have a large intestine meridian, you have a stomach meridian, a spleen, pancreas, you have a kidney meridian, you have a urinary bladder, you have a stomach channel. So your body is fed energy through these meridians, and when you're ill, doctors use acupuncture or acupressure or Qigong to open up those channels of energy so that the energy moves unobstructedly. The belief in traditional Chinese medicine is that all illness begins subclinically. In other words, we don't have any symptoms yet, but our energy system goes out of balance, and once it's out of balance, then illness can root in our body. So by keeping the energy system healthy and the energy flowing, you're more likely to fight off the colds, flu, and all of the other pollutants that we face. And it's supposed to keep us healthier. Now you'll notice that when we did Shuai and when we did Shibashi, our weight is always shifting from one leg to another. Okay? The bottom of your feet have pads on them. And these are what the doctors call natural heart pumps. So your heart is here, in the middle, up left middle of your chest. And when it squeezes, it pushes blood out. The blood goes in all directions, but first it goes through the lungs. And as it passes through the lungs, it picks up oxygen, and then it picks up fuel, and it delivers it to all parts of the body, your muscles, your organs, the brain. So your brain and everything else needs food and oxygen, because food and oxygen equals energy. And that food and oxygen has to be delivered, and it's delivered by the blood, the pulmonary system, the circulatory system. But then when we burn that energy, we have carbon dioxide left. We have poison in our body, and we have to exhale it. The pulmonologists call this gas exchange: oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. And so without breathing properly, we don't get enough oxygen, then we don't get rid of enough carbon dioxide, and we start to get tired and we get weaker. So oxygenating your body and eating the proper nutrients is what keeps the body strong and healthy. As I mentioned last week, unfortunately, the typical American diet, 70% of the calories we take in are not food. Think about that. Go into your pantry and look at any box that you have in there or any can and see how many of the ingredients are not food and are bad for you. High fructose corn syrup, dyes, preservatives, chemical additives. So the rule of thumb in good health is always eat what you find on the perimeter of the supermarket: fruits and vegetables, dairy, fish, meat. Those are the products that nature provides for you. Now, I know in America right now, the quality of our food isn't that good either, but that's a different story. But you want to eat natural food. You always want to eat things that have been alive. You don't want to eat things that are dead. So one of my teachers said, eat what comes from plants, but don't eat anything that comes out of a plant. If it comes from a factory, don't eat it, because it's not food. All right, so now, when we shift our weight foot to foot, we're activating that heart pump. And that gets the blood from our feet and legs back to the heart. If we sit too long, the blood pools in our legs, and you all know the problem with that, leading to clots and all. You're not designed to sit, you're designed to move. And we have a saying in Tai Chi, the hinges on an active gait don't rust. So your body's designed to move. Now, when we play Tai Chi, New Forest, we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be squatting and standing and shifting our weight and turning at the waist. When you turn at the waist, you're using the abdominal muscles and they get stronger. When you raise and lower your arms, you're using your upper body muscles. Your arms are like weights. We lift them up, we lower them, and we do it slowly. So let's start by painting the number one. Your fingers are your paintbrush. The number one is the same movement we did with the small circulation of Qi. We're going to sink down, and with our paintbrushes, we're going to paint a one with each hand, shoulder height, and then we squat down and put a second coat of paint on it. All right, so I'm painting the one, up and down. Tailbone back, exhale, come up, inhale. Sink down, exhale. Come up, inhale. Come down, exhale. One more time. And then come back up to Wu Qi. So when we squat like that, we're strengthening our legs. Now, I'm going to divide the body into 3 areas based on the chakras in the body, the energy centers. The primary energy center in the lower belly is considered the center of your physical body. So it's right below the navel, and it's about 1/3 of the way in the body, inside the body, and it's the belly chakra, and that's the center of our physical strength. There's an energy center in the perineum, which is the sexual energy center. Then we come up and we have the heart center. So the lower belly is physical center. The heart chakra is emotional center. And then the third eye is the intellectual center. So the mind, the heart, the body, 3 components of our reality. We're emotional, we're intellectual, and we're physical. When all 3 of these energy centers are activated, we are said to be in good health, mentally, physically, emotionally. So our second movement, we're going to be moving our hands from the third eye level. We're going to go down to the belly level, and we're going to come up to the heart level. The hands are always in front of us, okay? And they're just going to move from the belly to the heart to the third eye. That's what they do. But we're also going to be shifting our weight and turning our waist. So let's look at the first curving number, the number 2. The third eye level, the belly level, the heart level. And it moves in a circle like that. So since the letter to the number 2 starts to my left, I'm going to put the weight on my left leg and turn left. Hands come up to the third eye level. Then it goes to the right. So shift your weight to the right leg and lower your hands down to the belly. And then come back to the left leg, bring your hands up to the heart, and put the tail on the 2. Was that hard? So 3 things are happening. Your arms are going up and down, your weight is shifting, and your waist is turning in correspondence with the letter or the number we're painting. So let's do the 2 again. up on the left, hands are at third eye level. Keep your hands in front of you, turn as a unit. Now the weight's on your right leg. Drop the hands down to the lower body, turn left, bring them up to the heart level, turn right. And then come back again, and let's do it again. Up, top of the two, down to the bottom of the two, to the middle of the toe. How'd we do? Any questions on that? So just like Zwei show, three things are happening. The weight is shifting, the waist is turning, and the arms are painting the numbers. But the arms stay in front of the body. In other words, I'm not painting the two this way. Okay, with the arms going outside the body. I'm painting it this way. So I'm turning like a turret on a tank. The arms are always in front and centered in the body. Okay? So let's look at the three. Now, if you notice, the three looks like a two here, but then it has an extra tail. So we're going to turn our waist from the left, weight's on the left foot, move the weight to the right foot, turn right, come down to the heart, turn left, the weight goes to your left foot, then come back to the right. Then lower the hands to the belly and finish the three. When you finish, go straight up again and let's do it a second time. Down to the middle, back through the middle, and then down to the belly. Now, as you do it, let's do it one more time. When I'm here, pick up the heel of the empty foot. Then drop the heel, pick up the heel of the right foot. Drop the right heel, pick up the left heel. Drop the right heel, pick up the left heel. Then drop the left heel, pick up the right, and reach up again. So now I'm clearly transferring my weight from one foot to the other by picking up the heel of the empty foot. Now we look at the four. Now, it's very straight looking, but we're going to soften it. We're going to come up from the bottom like we're painting the number one. Then we're going to swing to the left and bring the hands down to the heart level. Then swing to the right and finish the four. So, standing in Wu Chi, sink down. Come up the middle of the floor, the four. Shift your weight to the left leg. As you turn left, slide the hands down diagonally to heart level. Then move your weight to the right leg and turn right. Pick up your left heel. Then sink down. Let's do it again. Up. Sliding to the left. Transfer the weight to the right. Sink down to both legs. And let's do the four one more time. Up. Weight goes left. Right heel is up. Turn left. Right heel down. Turn right, pick up your left heel. Then one more time, down, up, weight shift, waist turn, arms lower, come straight across, your weight shifts. How are we doing? Now number 5 begins over here on the right side. Then it goes left, comes down to the heart, goes right, goes down to the belly, comes left. So weight's on the right leg now. Turn right. Pick up your left heel. Drop your left heel and begin to transfer the weight to the left foot. Hands to the heart. Weight goes to the right foot as you turn right. Then back to the left foot, turn left. Then go to the right foot again. Reach up and do the 5 again. Left, right, left. Now let's do it again. Right hand, right side, come up, top of the 5, middle of the 5, bottom of the 5. And come up one more time. Now, empty your mind, if you will, and think about your body being moved by a tide of water, just like your seaweed anchored to the bottom, like kelp. And just feel the water move you to the left, then it pushes you to the right, then it pushes you to the left. So it's almost effortless. In Tai Chi, we try to use as little energy as we can because we're trying to stimulate energy. The 6 begins on the right and all the way down, then up to the middle to close the loop. So I'm on the right leg, I'm turned right, moving to the left. Now I'm pretending the tide is pushing me. And then my hands just slowly lower down. Then the tide pushes me to the right. My hands float up to the heart and I close the 6. Then I swing back, the tide is pushing me, I'm up and I'll do the 6 again. Lower the arms, raise them to the heart, come through to the left, go back to the right and do it again. Remember to pick up the heel of the empty foot. And number 7 is pretty straightforward. It comes up diagonally and goes across. Or we can start here and go down. So let's start at the left. Eye level, third eye level. Shift your weight. Shift your weight, lower the hands, and as you lower them, sink down and bring your hands down to the belly. Then go right back up to the third eye and paint the 7 again. And again. And one more time. How'd we do? Now 8 is a great number. We're going to start in the middle, come down the left, through the middle to the right, come down to the belly, go to the left, come up to the heart, and then back up to the third eye. So I'm in here, weights on both feet. Now shift your weight to the left leg, turn left, bring your hands to the heart. Through the middle of the 8, down to the bottom of the 8, up to the heart, through the middle of the 8, up to the third eye, and then continue again, another set. Now, as you're shifting your weight from one foot to the other, those heart pumps are working, and they're helping to push the blood back up the legs to the heart to keep our legs healthy. When you're standing on line in a supermarket, you can just shift your weight from one foot to the other, and it helps that heart. Let's do the 8 one more time, just because I like it. This is very much like doing cloud hands. Let's look at the 9. And the 9 comes on the right at heart level, up to third eye level, down to belly level. So on the right leg, and my hands are at heart level. Bring them down a little bit. Come up to the third eye, and then come down to the belly. Then swing to the right and begin again. Put the loop in, and then the tail. Come back up, put the loop of the 9, and then the tail. And one more time, come up, loop, the tail. And the last number is the 0, it's the 10 because there's an imaginary 1 here, which we're going to end with. So we're going to start in the middle and go down with both hands and back up with both hands and then down the middle. So we're at the third eye level. Let your arms open, and now we're going to sink down. And then we're going to come back up. And then we're going to lower the hands down the center, and we finish. So let's do that number 10 without the 1. We'll do the 0 3 times. Down, up, down, up. One more time. Down, up, and make the 1, and you finish. Any questions? Just want to see what time we have. Where are we? Okay, good. Do you have any questions about that? All right, let's do the numbers again. This time, we're going to paint them with 1 foot forward. And maybe we'll do one with the opposite foot forward. Now, it's the same process. When we put 1 foot forward, this is my left leg, this is my right. When I put the weight on the front leg, the left leg, I'm going to turn left. When I move the weight to the back leg, the right leg, I'm going to turn right. Then I'm going to go to the left leg and I'm going to turn left again. And then the right leg and back on the right leg. Okay. So I'm still turning the waist. The only difference is I'm shifting forward and backward instead of shifting side to side. I'm going forward, going backward, going forward, going backward. Okay. The 1, the 4, the 7, and the 0 are, we're going to be in Wu Qi. So we're not going to have 1 foot out because those numbers don't have that flow. So when we do the number 1, we keep our feet to get in Wu Qi posture. Sink down, we paint the number 1. Then let your left foot step out. Now the 2 starts on the left, so I'm going to move my weight to the left foot, and I'm going to turn left, and I'm going to paint the 2. Bring your weight back onto the right leg and turn right. Lower the hands, push your weight forward and turn left. Up to the heart, come back, turn right. Now, when you go forward to paint the 2, pick up your back heel. When you come back, pick up your front toes. Then pick up your back heel and lower your left foot. Drop the right heel, pick up the left toes. And when you pick up the left toes and you pick up the back heel, you're working the calf muscle. When you bring the toes up, you'll feel your calf muscle stretch in the front. When you pick up the back heel, the calf muscle is going to compress. So we're going to stretch the calf muscle in the front, compress in the back. So I want to make sure the calf muscles and the thigh muscles and the hamstrings are all engaged. Now I'm still going to have my left foot forward to paint the 3. Come back onto the right leg, turn right, pick up your front toes. The hands come down to the heart, swing to the left, pick up your right heel. Come back, pick up your left toes, lower your hands, pick up your back heel, reach up and do it again. And again, think of the tide moving you. Now we come to the 4, and we're going to come back to Wu Qi. Sink down, come up, go left, go right. sink down, come up, go left, go right. And one more time, sink down, come up, go left, go right. Now we're going to go to the 5 and 6, which start on the right side. So I'm going to put my right leg forward. I'm going to pick up my left heel, turn right, move the weight back, and do the top of the 5. Turning left, pick up your right toes, lower the hands, pick up your left heel. Lower the hands, pick up your front toes. Then go forward again and begin it all over. Come back, go forward, come back. Go forward, top of the 5, middle of the 5, bottom of the 5. One more time. Top of the 5, middle of the 5, bottom of the 5. Number 6, again, starts on the right. So I'm going to put my right foot out. Come back, pick up the front toes, turn left, go forward, and then close the loop coming back. And swing forward and do it again. Back, left, forward, right, back, left. And one more time. Reach up, back, left, forward, right, back, left. Now the 7, we're going to go back to Wu Chi. Turn left, hands up. Turn right, come down. Go back up. Turn left. Slowly lower your arms as your weight shifts. Slowly lift them. Slowly lower them. Up to the right, down to the left. Now with the 8, we're going to stay in Wu Chi. I should have mentioned that before. We stay in Wu Chi and we go left, right, left, right, center, and then continue. Left, right, left, right, center, and then one more time. Think about being seaweed. Let the tide move you. Pick up the heel of the empty foot. Number 9, we're going to begin on the right foot. So I'm going to put the right foot out again. I'm going to come back, lower the hands, reach up, go forward, come back, lower the hands. Come back to the front leg and begin the loop on the 9. Down, up, back, and down. And one more time. Down, up, across, and down. And then come to Wu Chi for the 0. And we'll do 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. And then the 1 comes down. How'd you do? Now, there's no rules on which foot is forward. There's no rules on which hand starts. You can make it up any way you want. Just remember that as you paint the numbers, you have to shift your weight, you have to turn your waist, and the arms go up and down. If one foot is in front, when your weight's on the front foot, you're turning in the direction of the front foot. When your weight's on the back foot, you're turning in the direction of the back foot. Right foot, left foot. Turn left, right foot, turn right. If my right foot's out, right foot, turn right, left foot, turn left. So there's no change in the logic. Okay? So you can have any foot out And you can paint the numbers any way you want, in parallel stance, 1 foot out, the other foot out. You can paint all the numbers with 1 foot out if you want. You can paint the 1 by sinking and coming up. Sink down, come up. Go forward, come back. So play with it. There's no rules to this other than the 3. The basic 3 rules are shift your weight, turn the waist, arms go up and down. This actually uses every muscle in the torso and legs, and what's called the torso method, because the arms are going up and down, the shoulders and upper back and the pectoral muscles are engaging. When we turn our waist, the lower back and the abdominals are working. When we shift our weight, the leg muscles are working. So everything is getting used. Every muscle in the body is being used. Now, last week, I went through what's called the basic 4 movements of traditional Tai Chi. The movement has a name. It's called grasping the bird's tail, and it has 4 parts: ward off, roll back, press, and push. So let me demonstrate it 2 ways, facing you and then sideways. I'm going to put the weight on my right leg. I'm going to bring my right hand up and my left hand down like the dragon holding the pearl. With the weight on the right leg, turn right. Then step out with your left foot. Shift your weight forward. The top hand drops down. The bottom hand lifts up. And then we're turning. The left hand is up, I'm turning left, and the weight's on the left foot. Then I'm going to move the weight to the right foot, lower the hands, and roll back to the right, because the weight's on the back leg. Then my right hand is going to touch the wrist of the left hand. I'm going to turn, and I'm going to shift the weight forward and press against the wrist of my left arm. Then I'm going to bring the weight back, turn a little right, bring the hands to the waist, then go forward and push with both hands. So this is called ward off, roll back, press, withdraw, push. Then step back, lower I'm going to do mirror image, the left hand, step out with the left foot and ward off with your left. Turn left, weight back on the right foot, turn right. Right hand touches the left wrist, turn towards the left front, press forward, separate the hands, come back, push. Then pull back, bring your foot in, drop the right hand, step out with your right foot. Ward off, turn right, roll back to the left, touch your wrist, turn, press, come back, hands to the waist, go forward and push. Step back, drop your left hand, the left foot out, ward off, turn left, weight back, roll back to the right, touch your wrist and turn, press forward, come back and push. Then come back and again step out with the right, ward off with your right, turn right, weight back, roll back right, touch your wrist, turn, press, separate the hands, come back, and push. Now I'm going to turn sideways so you can see it. I'm going to go out with my right, turn right, roll back left, touch the wrist, turn, press forward, come back, press out. Any questions on that? Those are the 4 primary movements of traditional Tai Chi. I'm just checking time. Tai Chi is complex. There are hundreds of different movements in Tai Chi. The traditional Tai Chi form, whether it's Chen, Yang, Wu, Sun, or any of the other styles, they have about 130 different movements in them. And to master that, it takes about 10 years of practice. I've been practicing over 30 years, and I'm still learning. Okay? It's complex. There are shorter forms. In the 1950s in China, they created what's called the Beijing form. It has only 24 movements to it. And it was designed so that more people could learn Tai Chi. It still takes the average person 3 to 5 years to learn it. Whereas you can learn New Forest Tai Chi in just a few lessons because it's simple. You're simply painting numbers, right? So, but I did want you to see the basic 4 movements of Tai Chi: ward off, roll back, press, and push. Now, there are 4 secondary movements which are a little more difficult, and maybe in another class I'll introduce them. But one is called shoulder stroke and split, and it looks like this. So it's a shoulder stroke. I'm hitting somebody with my shoulder, and then I'm lifting my left foot and putting it down and splitting my arms apart, like I'm ripping something in half. Then you step the other way, shoulder stroke, shoulder stroke. So that's a more complex set of movements. We'll introduce that at another time. And then you have the last 2 of the secondary 4, which are called pull down and split, but a different kind of split, okay? It's a pull down, looks like this. And then we have a big split like this. Pull down, split. So then they add what are called the balancing movements in Tai Chi. And there are a number of balancing movements. One is called golden rooster stands on each leg, and it looks like this. And then we have separating the foot, which looks like this. It's like a kick. So as we go through the classes, I'm going to introduce these other movements to you so that we can learn to do something different. Now, we always end our class with something called Janzheng. Janzheng means to stand like a tree. So your legs are the roots of the tree. Widen your stance. When you widen your stance like this, it's called the horse stance. It's like you're straddling a horse. The Chinese term is ma bu. Ma means horse, bu means stance, horse stance. So you sit down, and you're in the saddle. Then you think of your legs as the roots of a tree buried in the ground. The ground is to here. The body is the trunk of the tree. Your head is the top of the tree. Your arms are the branches, and they round like this. And then for the next half hour, we don't move. Oh, well, maybe not a half hour. I think we have a minute left. Okay, so the idea is to not move. It sounds counterintuitive that this is a very powerful energy movement exercise because we're not moving. But the truth is, we're moving inside. Just like inside the tree, even though the tree looks like it's standing still, the sap is moving, water's being moved, the trunk is getting wider, the branches are getting longer, the tree is growing up. It's constantly in movement. It's just that the movement is so slow and small, we don't see it unless the wind is blowing. But this posture will make you extremely strong and energetic. And then when you're uncomfortable, once you get tired, then just come out of it, and your shoulders are gonna be a little sore. So always loosen up with some Zweisho. Just let your arms swing. Just a couple of drumming chi, maybe a few viewing the heels, and maybe a couple of Shanghai arm swings. And then shake everything out. And I want to thank you for being here, and I'm going to move my chair to see you.